So I have a question for you. With everything that we saw on Dynamite this week, we saw a little bit of contention between at least one group and kind of like second guessing among another. Who do you think breaks up first? Blackpool Combat Club or the Elite?
Mm, I I'll currently have to say the Elite just because of how subtle everything was with the Blackpool Combat Club. Like it was just Claudio didn't really like watching Mox beat down on Orange Cassidy after that match. Like I guess like maybe it seemed like maybe Claudio was like wanting to show respect after having a good match with him. And Mox was like, "No, I hate this guy. I'm gonna kill him."
Well,
Uh,
you talk about subtlety
but
versus how far the Elite already kind of are in it
yeah,
with actually confronting each other. I do feel like there's a massive difference when one deals with violence, which escalates very fast, like on Moxley's side of things, and the other one feels more like drama with your best friend. So there's a chance that Mox, with his violence, could escalate a lot faster too.
that's also true. I, I just think that the Bucks are gonna turn heel like very soon. I don't like them as face anyway. um,
I was thinking about
but
this.
yeah, I think they need to go heel soon.
I could see both of them and Hangman turning all together and kind of going back after Swerve and them down the line, or like Swerve is the catalyst to bring out a darker side of them.
Yeah,
And we already know
to
Swerve is
bring that out.
getting people love Swerve and people love Nana, so you can work with it.
Yeah, yeah, we could do that
And then
because
Kenny's just odd personality, and he kind of runs with Coda.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, and then that leaves Kenny to go to stay face, which he needs to because they need somebody as a face. The Bucks just don't like them as face. I need them to be heel.
And I feel like in AEW we really haven't seen the edge to Hangman that made him Hangman in the first place, and it could be really well done. I mean, we saw a brief instance of it with Mox,
Oh yeah,
but that wasn't his character.
yeah, 'cause, yeah. He's the Hangman part makes it seem like he's real violent and vicious, but he's Adam.
Yeah. It's kind of complete opposite of his whole anxious millennial cowboy aspect of things.
Yeah, yeah. Like yeah, that Hangman part makes you think that yeah, he's gonna be vicious like a Moxley, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
one time that we saw him be like that.
I mean, he did have that street fight with Adam Cole, but that was just within the nature of that match.
Mm.
And he didn't do anything quite as crazy as putting a noose around somebody's neck, basically. So it's a little bit different. Although there was ramification because they gave him the Jesus crown with the barbed wire in that match. Uh, just remembered that. Now, the only reason I ask it that way is because, like I said, the violence feels like it can escalate probably faster than like friends kind of going through a tiff before they turn on
Yeah,
each other. Because
it
usually there's a
can.
turn when they split, right?
Right. So I have kind of an elaborate plan for this.
Mm-hmm.
So full gear. I still think the Bucks are getting that tag team title shot. So they're gonna win it face, and then they'll turn heel quickly after. Still, because the champs are still gonna be Big Bill and Ricky Starks. So they're gonna win it because I don't think they're gonna not win it in LA if they give
True.
them the title shot. But
True.
yeah, I think they'll win and turn heel after. Not like immediately after the match or anything, but very soon after.
And I wonder if part of this whole Kenny Jericho story and Coda is helped to set up for when that splinter does happen, you can have trios versus trios with Hangman and the Bucks versus Kenny, Jericho, and Coda.
Mhm.
I don't think you necessarily need to go full feud with them, but you have an obvious way to transition to it if you need to, versus like Mox can just go and beat the crap out of Orange Cassidy again to the point that Claudio says no, and then Mox just attacks Claudio. It can literally happen the next show, and could make sense. You probably would want to see Claudio kind of have that hesitation a little bit more and let it go a couple of weeks and build to it, but it can happen quickly.
Yeah, it could, and I don't know. So part of me, I think part of me saying the Elite over the BCC is because if the BCC happens in the very near future, it's going to be Mox that goes heel completely
Mm-hmm.
on the rest of the group. And I really want it to be Claudio and Yuta that split off from the group and do their own little heel run by themselves. Because I didn't like Claudio as a face.
And
I'm
you,
I'm
you
not a huge fan of him as a heel, like character wise, but
right.
it's a million times better than his character was as a face.
Well, even more exponentially than that is how much better Yuta's been as a heel than a babyface. But
That too.
I generally am going to agree with you. It's just when you look at the dynamic that they set up between Claudio and Mox during this violent attack on Orange Cassidy, that's not the way the story's going.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I think that might I said it might be me picking with my heart, not wanting Claudio to go face. Because I'm like, I don't want to see Claudio face again. He was face for a little bit and it wasn't and I wanted him to be a heel the whole time.
What if they just end up going the way where Mox turns heel, Claudio ends up joining him reluctantly, and so does Yuta, but it's Danielson
Okay.
that says no.
'Cause- yeah. I could see that because Danielson, especially after announcing that he's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much done, there's no way he can go on a heel run.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what he does, people are going to be like, he's almost done. We love him. We don't care. He just killed a baby. We don't care. We love him.
And now I know I didn't talk about this when we did our best entrances, and this is because he's used it twice in AEW. But holy hell, when he gets to use the final countdown, like it was cool to see on TV the first time when we got to see it. But
Yeah.
holy shit, when we were in Chicago, that was the most everybody is standing moment probably in the whole show for All Out. Because I couldn't record his entrance. Everybody was standing and the crowd was rocking.
Yeah. Yeah. People went nuts. It did. I remember that very vividly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gave me goosebumps. Just the crowd going off. The final count. Like it's all,
Mm-hmm.
however, 20,000 people in the building, all of them in unison on their feet.